Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Ray Bradford, and this is Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford podcast. Back to you for another episode. If I seem a little down, I explain in a minute. Man. I think this is episode 39. This episode won't be long at all because I talked a lot of junk, a lot of crap last week. And I'm really just here to apologize. Ain't nothing to talk about really that's going on in the world that I think I could add value to or that I could even explain or even just make banter about it. Ain't nothing going on. I don't really think it's a new music that came out this week, nothing that I was interested in. So, just came to apologize this episode and take my licks like a man, like a grown man. Take my lick like a grown man. But first off, I hope y'all week been good. I hope y'all did everything that you set out to do last week. I hope you got something accomplished. I hope you got your week was productive. I hope you laughed last week, man. That's the biggest thing, man. I hope y'all laughed, man. Life is meant to have some good laughs. Good laughs. I couldn't laugh Friday night. Friday night was a little tough. But my week was straight. Week was pretty straight. I was debating all week. Whether I was going to go to the championship game up in Oxford. I was debating all week. I'm talking about it was a last minute thing about me going. Because I just didn't know. I didn't want to take that drive. That was a 4-hour drive, man. 4-hour drive from Hattiesburg to Oxford, Mississippi. But that was the most part of my week. Got some stuff nailed down, new stuff to give out to the world. That I hope y'all, if you're watching this and you're a supporter of Ray Bradford, you support my music. If you support this podcast, or if you just support me as a person, mark down in your calendars for March 29th. That's Friday, March 29th of 2024. It's going to be a good night. I want to see all the people that I know normally come out to the shows. Even if you don't like me, but you like the people that's playing with me, come see them. Come watch them. March 29th, Friday, March 29th, 2024. I'm doing it's on hold on the calendar. So, but I'm manifesting it that it's gonna go all the way through. March 29th, doing a show here at the newly established Fat Cat, which is the old Thirsty Hippo. Doing that show there. Come out. Mark your calendar. I'm doing a show there. It's gonna be. Ray Bradford has had many iterations, right? Ray Bradford was in Smash, which was hip hop, rock, and a bunch of stuff. You could call it fusion music, but we were basically hip hop and rock. So you had that iteration of Ray Bradford. That was before I was even calling myself Ray. I think I was just Raymond then. Raymond. That's what your mama called you Raymond. Your mama named you Raymond. I'm gonna call you Raymond. So I was Raymond. Then I went from that to like a heavy jazz head, playing jazz gigs. Was I the best at jazz? No, but I was gung ho for it. Then I went from that, and then I went to an actual fusion band, which was Raziano and Friends, which was me and Ryan Raziano who started that. Which morphed into Friends Fly South, which I kind of spearheaded that, but with the help of all the guys. Then I morphed into the Parliament guy. So if you've seen me play recently in the last 2-3 years, I always do like a small Parliament mashup. So I was like really heavy into funk. Like I've been really getting like super heavy into it. And then that brought on Ray Bradford, the Dunn tapes that got released. And now I am sold. I've I guess it take a long time to find. It's crazy. It take a long time to find your voice in music where it's like this is your genuine personality in music, your genuine voice, your genuine like what makes you happy in music. And I found it. I genuinely feel like I found the music that moves me the most, which was music from like the 70s to like the 80s. Even in jazz, like that jazz era then was like killing, like the hard bop. Hard bop probably was like late 60s, but the hard bop era, I say it was in the 70s too. Like hard bop, that era of 70s music was such, it brings me joy. And I don't see much of it today. You got albums like Childish Gambino. What's the name of that? Awaken My Love. Awaken My Love, the album. So it's like the black. It's basically like the album cover looks is about the color of this, or it may be a little lighter about the color of my shoes. Y'all can't see my shoes, but it's a little lighter. It's the black backdrop with the blue outline of the fro and the person and stuff. So that kind of is reminiscent of the 70s. Then you got groups like Corey Henry and the Funk Apostles, who are, in my opinion, playing 70s music, but in this generation's approach on it. So it's this generation's sounds and this thing. And you got Corey Wong. It's more of a pop, but he has songs where it's like 70s. You have these people who are leading the charge, but it's few and in between. So it's not as many people championing that era, but I found what is making me tick, and that's the like Bill Withers, the Parliament, the James Brown era where he was doing all the big payback and Sex Machine and Talking Loud and Saying Nothing, Soul for Christmas, that era of James Brown, Prince, Brick, Average White Band, all these people, that is my era and my voice of music. And I've been in a place where I've been really replicating that era of music, but with my twist and my personality and my sound. I'm still trying to figure it out. I ain't got the sound all the way down, but I say all that to say, March 29th, we will be unveiling this sound to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and possibly beyond. I got a record where I'm saying I'm paying homage to George Clinton in Parliament, where they say, they used to say, "Welcome to station WEFUNK," which is We Funk. And I'm telling, on this record, I'm saying, "Welcome to the rebroadcast of station WEFUNK from Mississippi to abroad." So I want to, I really want to champion this. And if y'all support me, man, support me. You ain't got to, but if you do, help me champion this and show the world, the surrounding areas. We can start with the surrounding areas: Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, Texas, Georgia. Let's show these surrounding areas, these surrounding states, how Mississippi funk, man. Cause I'm born and bred Mississippi, which I'll get into a little later. But I'm born and bred Mississippi, and we have a sound, man. Not cause, like, again, I'm writing a lot of this, and I'm writing all of it, or at least 80% of it. Hopefully, I can get me a ghostwriter or somebody who won't writing credits. But the people who playing on the records or singing on the records or whatever, they're bringing their style too. So they obviously have a funk upbringing too, as far as Mississippi. And I want to show the world that we have that, man. I really want to show the world, or at least the surrounding areas, man. And I've been joking around. This is how serious I am with this iteration of Ray Bradford, man. And I'm saying this on the podcast. If you're watching this is how serious I am. If this one don't work out, because like I just named about 4 iterations of Raymond Bradford, of me writing original music. If this one don't work out, I'm done with original music, man. It'll be no more original music under the Ray Bradford name or like that. I'll just be in the background, be a producer and produce for people, record people and stuff like that. Be a podcaster. But as far as making original music, if this one don't work out, I'm done. But I'm only saying that. I'm only saying that because that's how much I believe in this iteration of Ray Bradford. Because it's not the Friends Fly South, the Ray John and Friends. I'll be honest, I was chasing being like somebody. When especially in my writing and in like performing, I was chasing being like Snarky Puppy. I wanted to chase after what they had done, what the bar they had said. I was chasing that. Uh, with Smash, I wasn't chasing anything, but it's just like, I was young, super young, didn't know much about what I was getting into. And I was a member. I wasn't like but we all were members and we all contributed to everything that went on. We all made decisions. But it wasn't a thing where like I spearheaded anything. But where I'm at now, man, it's just like I believe that this music, man, I'm telling you, man, it's just good music. It's meant to uplift you. It's meant for you to have a good time, for you to listen to the record and genuinely have a good time. Dance, cast your cares out the way. We're going to talk about God on there, man, for all you. Oh, funny side story with me saying talk about God. Shout out to Jeremy if he's watching this, because he say he watched the podcast. But I rarely play in church anymore. If it's outside, if it's not at the church that I play at, I rarely play out at churches anymore, because it's just weird, man. Playing at church is weird. It's weird. I don't be into a lot of the theatrics. Like, I'm just not into the theatrics no more. Because I don't know if I've ever told a story on here, but I battled for a long time with the belief of Christianity, with the belief of all that stuff, with the belief of God, all this. I battled for a long time, man, from probably 18 to 27, bro. 18 to 27, I really battled with that. Probably 28, man. For real, I battle hard, bro. I battle hard, and that's coming from somebody who was raised in the church. Like my mom had me in church as long as I can remember. My mom was a youth Bible study leader. She started youth Bible study at this church. She was over it, took us on all these trips. I had to be around. I was on step teams at church. I was playing drums at church. Then I stopped playing drums, started playing bass. Uh, what else? I did speeches. I had to do speeches in Easter plays and plays at churches. Man, I did it, bro. Whatever you can name at church, shouting at a young age. That's when I thought when my feet could actually move fast. Can't move fast now, but shouting in church, man. I've been in church. I've been in there, bro. And it's weird because the people that I'm around, I can look and tell they don't think I'm like I've been in church my whole. But bro, I've been in church my whole entire life. Well, the memes where they say you be in church 4-5 days, and I used to do that, bro. Bro, Sunday school, Sunday school, church service, Bible study, rehearsal. If we had some other stuff, Saturday I come in and do another whatever, bro. Bro, I've been in church my whole life. So theatrics of church, I hate seeing it sometimes. And it's wild because when you grow up as a musician, you kind of see like the business side early. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. But the side story is I was around a guy, Jeremy. I'm not going to say his last name, but Jeremy. He was like, yeah, I watch Scatterbrain. Your podcast. You be in church playing, but I know you don't believe in it like that. I was like, bro, I don't know Why you think this? Why you think I don't believe in God, bro? Like I've never told anybody. That's wild. Even when in my darkest times when I didn't believe, when I was going through it and didn't believe in church and didn't believe in a lot of stuff, you've never heard me say I don't believe in God. I was battling with it, but I never said I don't believe in God because that's one thing I know is real, bro. God is the realest thing that you're gonna ever run across in your life, man. Because it's just so many situations that if you really sit down and think about it, like, man, hey, I was driving and I just know out of nowhere I blanked out and I can't remember how I got from here to here. Who you think got you there? Or at least help guide you. Like I'm saying, these are little small situations. We ain't talking about huge situations. But this little small situation, that's God. So, but when he asked me, when he said that, I was like, dude, I've never said that publicly. Like, where you get this information from that I don't believe in God, bro? Like, or I don't believe in like what? I don't even know what he was saying. I don't believe in. Cause he was just, I know you don't believe. I know you don't fool with that. I like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, if you have talked to me in the last few years, I've kind of come back around and like I don't want to say come to my senses, but that's the only phrase that's coming to mind right now. Like I've come to my senses and I believe in everything that's going on here. It needs to be done. But anyway, that was a side story. It's funny because when he said it just threw me off, bro. Like, and it not only did it throw me off, it validated some stuff that I probably had talked to Willie or Ben, like close friends that I talk to often. I probably had talked to them and like, bro, why do people believe I don't believe in God? Why do they think I'm a devil worshiper? That's funny, bro. Like I've been feeling like, bro, these people think I don't believe in God because I come in church and I play my bass and then I'm not getting in the hoopla and I'm not moved by nothing. You can prophesy to me and I'm not moved, bro. Like, okay. Or you want me to yell or cry. Like, bro, that's the emotional side of the church, bro. Like, and it's a place for the emotional side of the church. It is a place for it, trust me. But for me, you gotta speak to my logic, bro. And I'm not the smartest person in the world. But if it don't make sense to me, doc, I don't know. You gotta speak to it, doc. Get me right, doc. Make this make sense. Tie it all together, and not you saying what you think. Tie it together, the scriptures. Anyway, but that was funny. So back to what I was saying. On this record, I'm gonna be talking about God and like how I feel about God, man. What he do for me. We're gonna talk about all this stuff, man. So I'm just hoping that y'all come out March 29th, Friday, March 29th at Fat Cat, the old Thirsty Hippo in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It will be flyers made. It'll be a promotional video made. Be all that. But still putting it together, still formulating all the pieces and all the singers, whoever gonna be on, still formulating all that. Man, it may be a even better. I may be able to release something else that week. But I'm just going ahead and putting it in the atmosphere, and I want y'all to hear it so you can mark your calendar just in case. If you rock with me that much, and be like, I'm going to go and make sure I support him Friday, March 29th, 2024 at Fat Cat, the old Thirsty Hippo in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Come out, we unleashing the funk. We unleashing the funk, man. We unleashing it. It's going up. It ain't gonna be a normal show. You may even see me with my chest out. And I ain't got much of a chest, but you may see me with my chest out. You may see me with a grill. Oh yeah, we going in. We going in for the sadness, man. We represent for the sadness, man. We bringing it back. We bringing that feel good music back where you just want to have a good time. You want to cast your words aside, even if it's only for 2 hours. We doing that. So that's that. Just wanted to get that out there. Also, while I'm thinking about this, while it's on my mind, because I've been praying on this. I've been praying on this and said, do I want to get on this podcast and say this? Because I don't want to offend nobody. But I really don't. Hey man, if you are a singer, musician, artist, whatever, stop telling folks they killing if you don't think they killing, bro. Stop. Even me, if you don't think I'm killing, bro, don't tell me I'm killing. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm fine. I'm fine if you don't think I'm killing. I'm fine if you don't think I'm good. Like, I am fine, bro. I am fine. And I know so many other musicians who will feel just like I feel and be like, bro, I'm fine. You don't have to tell me, bro. Or so many other people. Like, it is bad in the musician community of people telling. Well, I think, you know what? It's not just in the musician community because it's just like, it's in the world. People, they'll tell somebody, man, you did so good at that, and then leave and say they didn't do good. Like, don't do that, bro. One thing I pride myself in, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I pride myself in this. And I don't do it to be mean. Some people could think I'm being mean when I do this, but I'm never going to tell you you sound good if I don't think you sounded good. Never. Never. And if I do say you sounded good, I'm going to say what you specifically sounded good on. You sounded good on that song, bro. You killed that song. You killed it, bro. But if that song is 7 minutes out of an hour show, I'm not going to compliment the rest of the hour show if I don't think that. But I really see it. I see it a lot, man. See it a lot. See it a lot, man. I see it a lot, bro. I just, it's weird to me, man. It's weird to me that somebody could be like, you killing, and then leave from around you and be like, you weren't killing. And then like talk about you and all type of stuff. I don't get it. I probably done it in my life? Probably, but I don't think I have because this is something I pride myself in. Like, this is literally something I pride myself in that, like, I'm not telling you killing if you weren't killing, bro. Or if you didn't, or you didn't sound good, I'm not going to say, yeah, you sounded good. Because I know I got a friend, he don't have no ill intentions in his body. And he not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. So he'll always find the positive in somebody playing. And a musician's playing, he'll find the positive and big it up and like, yeah, man, you sounded great tonight, man. And like, but the cool thing, is he not gonna leave from around that person and say different. He not gonna say different. Even if if 2 weeks later we get around like, man, what you think about this person, man? His playing. He not gonna say, he's just like, yeah, man, I don't know. That's it. He's not gonna go no further. So I see it when it come to that, man. If you genuinely feel like that, that's cool. But for the most part, man, most people aren't like that, man. They just shooting the shit at people, man. Like, stop doing people like that, man. And even if you like, look, bro, if you don't feel like I'm killing when I get off stage, it's fine, bro. It's fine. You don't have to tell me that man, you were killing that cuz you was killing. Hey, bro, I'm fine, bro. But see, that also comes from me like not knowing how to take compliments. It's weird. It's weird, bro. I've always, when it came to playing and stuff like that, I always got compliments. But even at this big age of mine, and all the stuff that I've been able to do, I've been fortunate to do, or the stuff that I've accomplished, I still can't take compliments. But like, the only reason I can't take compliments is because I see the bullshit. I see the bullshit like, bro, you killing them. Like, oh, no, man, they weren't killing, bro. They don't know how, man, they ain't record ready, bro. They ain't this, they ain't like that. Nah, bro. Bro. I've gotten to the point where I just say, like, bro, like, everybody ain't my taste. Everybody ain't what I'm like. And that's cool. That's cool. Like, I'm really getting past like comparing musicians, bro. tired of like comparing musicians, man. Who you think better, man? Such. Bro, I'm getting tired of that shit. I don't care who better. Like, will I had a conversation with you? Yeah, but genuinely deep down, do I care? No, I don't care who better than who. It don't matter, especially they both working. They both working, they feeding their family, they doing what they need to do. So I don't care who better. Obviously, it don't matter. Obviously, it don't matter. But I'm getting like that circle, man. That circle is getting very. I just want to make good music, man. Play good music. I used to want to be the best bass player around. That used to be pride in me. I'm finding myself breaking that now. Like I'm finding myself breaking like the fact that like I wonder how many musicians have probably like gone through this. But like I'm finding myself like, bro, you don't have to be the best bass player around, bro. You don't have to. Look at the people you look up to, you love. Like Marcus Miller ain't got the most technical facility in the world. He ain't doing the most crazy stuff in the world, but he produced never too much. He produced doing the butt. Like James didn't have the most technical ability. He wasn't playing Donna Lee. He wasn't doing all this crazy stuff. He wasn't playing all these crazy licks and stuff, but he played What's Going On. One of the most iconic bass lines ever. He played For Once in My Life by Stevie Wonder. Like, bro, you don't have to be the best, bro. You just got to be good at what you do, be really good at what you do, and be felt. But I'm finding myself breaking that because it's been times where I caught myself in a room and like, no, I got to make an impression. I got to let everybody know I'm him. I'm that guy. Man, that stuff getting old, bro. It'll have you going crazy because it had you wondering what people think about you. But like in the grand scheme, it don't matter. Cause you wondering what people think about you, then you got people coming around saying you killing, and they probably don't really believe you killing. And now they done sold you a dream. It's all fucked up. It's all fucked up. But I'm telling you, bro, what will help all of this is if we as a people, as a culture, musician culture, if you really don't think somebody sounding good, don't say they sounding good, bro. Like I was on the road with a band one time. I won't say the band, but I was on the road with this band one time. We were having a conversation. And I'm asking them, like, why do y'all tell people they sound good if you don't think they sounded good? And I'm asking them, and they're like, yeah, man, you just have to encourage people, man. Like, nah, bro, that ain't how you encourage people, bro. Like, Miles Davis then would, like, kick you off stage at jam sessions and stuff. Like, if you didn't sound good, bro. I watched Terry Gulledge, bro, this drummer, Terry Gulledge. Yeah, I know it's a drummer from New Orleans named Terry Gulledge. But not him, because he's younger. This older guy named Terry Gulledge. It's killers in the room, bro. We were at Apache. If you ever been to Atlanta or have ever heard of it, we were at Apache. Watched him. I'm in college at the time, bro. We were at a jazz educators conference. The JEN, I think that's the name of it. It's the GEN conference, but we were in Atlanta at this conference. I seen Lil Mike Mitchell that night. When I say he was killing, he was really killing. And he was probably 16, 17, a senior in high school. He went to the Booker T in Dallas. You know, that they produce nothing but killers. Spud, Sean Martin, Badu. Produce all these people from this school, right? I watched Lil Mike Mitchell just fascinated Bob Mincer. I mean, fascinated Bob Mincer. They were playing what's the Coltrane tune? I think it's I can't think of the name of the tune now. It just blow my mind because I want to say Moment's Notice, but it's not Moment's Notice. It's one of Coltrane burners too. It's his burners. But like the two saxophone players that were in the band with Mike Mitchell, they were all from the school in Dallas, the Booker T. They started playing Coltrane solo like in a cannon. So first off, bang, ding, ding, whatever it was, and the next one, and Mike just ding, 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 and like Bob Minster. We talking about Bob Minster play with Jocko, play with all these famous people, man. We talking about Bob Minster, the man from that era. He's one of those guys, legends, jazz legend. He's on stage like amazed at these high schoolers, bro. Burning, ding, 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 ding. Like literally, Mike Mitchell sound like Tony Williams. Because you know, if you're a jazz head, Tony Williams could do stuff on the ride that was like crazy. It's like he was just throwing the stick. Ding 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 ding. Literally ding 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 ding. Like, bro. And Mike Mitchell is doing this. 16, 17, bro. Ding 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 da da da. These kids start cannoning this solo, then the band just drop in. Blah, ding, ding. Bro, blew everybody away. So this conference was killer. This year was killer. But they had a jam session at Apache. Terry Gulledge was hosting it, I want to say. Terry Gulledge was hoping. I seen Mike, what's Mike's last name, man? I can't remember. Mike Pope, bass player, Mike Pope, killing bass player, man. Mike Pope was there, a bunch of cats, man. The Atlanta Cats was there. I can't remember all of them, like cats who had produced and played on a bunch of records. I can't remember names, but I just remember Terry Gulledge and Mike Pope. But this guy gets on stage. The audience is loving this, though. Like, the audience is, and it's, the non-educated listeners are loving what he's doing. He's playing like two horns. So he puts one trumpet up and a flute up, and he's playing two horns. I never forget this, man. And this could be one of the things that like push me to be how I am, where like I'm not gonna tell you you're killing if you're not killing or whatever. And I don't never want to be mean. But Terry is playing, and they vibing, they killing. They just letting everybody come up solo. Like all the people who they know, you know what I'm saying? Because they kind of, basically they vetted everybody who playing, but they letting everybody come up. And this guy comes up with two horns and starts playing. And he really didn't sound like horrible. He didn't sound like a beginner trumpet player. But he just didn't sound amazing either. That was what the vibe was going on. Everybody else sounded amazing. The drummer literally goes, they probably playing the groove. He just, five, 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 five. No, bruh. No. Five, five. I'm in the crowd looking around like, oh, shit. Like, this was going, like, this what happened? Oh, like, nah, bro, get off stage, bro. Fop, fop. And they just keep playing, and they just mosey him right off stage, call the next person up, let him solo. But that's the honesty we need with each other. It'll cut out a lot of bullshit. Man. Cut out a lot of bullshit, man. Cut out a lot of bullshit instead of a lot of backbiting and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to let you know right then, what you doing ain't the move, you know? So that's, I've been battling back and forth on should I even speak on this, should I not? I've literally been kind of praying, should I speak about this? Who am I? Because I'll look, who am I to speak on this? Who am I? And where I'm at, am I one of the best musicians probably here? I could possibly be. That's objective. That's subjective, and it's in the eyes of the beholder. It's whoever looking at it. Do I feel like I'm one? Personally, I feel like I'm one of the best musicians here. But like, you never know. I couldn't be. And I'm sure that somebody that, man, he's just another dude. And I'm just in sports terminology, you're just another guy. You're a jag. You're just another guy. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine. So, but I also look at it like, well, who am I to address this issue? But then again, I'll be the one to fall on the sword. I will be the one to fall on the sword if people watch this and they feel away, which I highly doubt. I don't care. I highly doubt they're going to feel away. But that's the honest to God truth. We need to stop telling people they killing if they not killing. And if you've heard them 10 times and they play the same thing over and over. Do I got a bag that I go into when I'm in autopilot? Yes, I do have a bag that when I'm in autopilot and I just want to make sure something sounds good. Every musician does, unless you like a fucking Roy Hargrove, John Coltrane, Miles Davis, Charlie Parker, these people, or you Joshua Redman, Chris Potter, these people. These people have unlimited bags, but if normal people, we have, our bag ain't as huge as that. Or like a Victor Wooten, or you know what I'm saying. You're not one of these people. You got a limited bag, so sometimes you got to reuse some stuff. But if every time I hear you play the same stuff, after a while, I'm not gonna say you a killer. I'm just gonna be like, okay, I know what you're doing. But anyway, let's stop telling people they're killing when they're not killing, bro. Let's stop it, bro. I know that's your friend, man. You like him. But tell your friend, bro, tonight wasn't the night. It's fine. I'm sure LeBron James look at Anthony Davis and tell him, bro, you wasn't on it tonight. But it's good. We got it done, but you wasn't on it. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox with that. I'm off my soapbox. Told you this podcast wasn't gonna be long. It ain't really nothing going on in the world to talk about right now. So like I said, I came here to apologize this week. I want to apologize to West Jones and the West Jones supporters because I thought the Grenada Chargers were gonna come. We were gonna go up to Austin. We were gonna handle business with the West Jones Mustangs, and we did not. We did not. We lost the game. For a second, I thought we were gonna be the only North Half team that lost the state game. But it turned out we did not. We was not the only one. Starkville also lost. They lost to Oak Grove. I'll highlight that in a minute. But we lost to West Jones. But I think if you lined us up against West Jones next Friday, we would beat West Jones. After watching that game, we would beat them. Game started off amazing. I'm talking about amazing. The way our boys came out, man, was it was a sight to see. It was a sight to see them boys come out and like really, in the words of the King Harris, stand on business. It was amazing to see. They came out the game 3-0. They got West Jones 3-0, 3-and-out, punt the ball. Oh, so I'm thinking, whoa, we up to something if we come out like that because West Jones, they got a running back number 10. He got to be 25 years old in spirit. Now, age-wise, he probably 16, 17 years old. But in spirit and body, he 25. Boy, huge and runs. He just a patient runner. He will literally get behind his lineman and chop his feet, wait on you to make your decision where you going. If it ain't two of y'all coming downhill on him from opposite side, he just gonna play it off. You coming down here, he gonna find a way and get around you, play off his block. He's super patient. But we came out, we made them punt the ball, and it was a punt fest for a while, back and forth. We had a couple big runs. They had a couple big runs. Ended the first half 3-3. I'm excited. Because if we 3-3, we in the game. And then out of nowhere, our coach's son is the quarterback. So this confuses me the most because he makes a crazy decision and throws an interception on a screen pass to the running back. I think number 9 on their defense, he played DN, Big dude, big stud, man. That's one thing I will say about Wes Jones is they look and play like North Ball. They play like North Ball. They not throwing it. They may have threw it 6 times total in that game, in the state championship game against Grenada. They're not really throwing the ball like that. And they really just running and they look big and country. Big country boys, man. If you know anything about Jones County, it's just big country. Unless you get to Law is like, it's still country, but it's like city country, and it's a lot of thugs. A lot of thugs in Law. But West Jones, they just look big and country and stocky, and like they lift hay. They wrangle cows. They lasso cows and stuff. They look like they do that. But the coach's son at quarterback throws an interception on a screenplay to the running back. Number 9 gets the interception. But the bad part about this interception is we're in our territory, probably on our 10-yard line. So now they only got 10 yards to score. They score. And they go up 10-3. We still in the game, though. And somehow or another, the quarterback throws another interception. But he, threw it right to the DB. That was weird, bro. And then they probably had 30 yards to score. Like, anytime we gave them long field, that we put them in a situation where they had a long field to drive, they didn't score. We were fine. Our defense was holding up. For our defense to not be as big as their defense, them boys were out there hitting. They were gang tackling. They were getting to the ball. Sometimes it may have took the runner got 7 yards, but by the time he got the yard 7, we gang tackling. It's 4-5 of us out there. Or if we ain't gang tackling, we had this dude number 9. He be bringing them down. Number 23, we had some guys that were making tackles. But after that second interception, it just went downhill. And it just didn't look like we played with enough urgency at the end of the game. Because I think they went up to 6. They scored again, but I think they missed a field goal or missed a 2-point conversion. So the score was 16-3. 16-3. We held them to 16-3 for a long time. Probably till the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. And in that, we let them score on a big run from the quarterback. And I think that was the dagger. But what confuses me watching the game is that we didn't play with a sense of urgency. From 16-3, we didn't play with a sense of urgency anymore. We weren't playing fast. We weren't going down. We weren't throwing the ball down the field. Mind you, I'm on the sideline. I'm in the stands. So I'm not seeing what coach is seeing. But this is just my point of view. We weren't pushing the ball downfield. Not even if we're not throwing it long, let's run some slants. Let's run some 15-yard routes or something. Let's do something like that to at least push the ball downfield. Let's stop throwing screens. We were throwing a lot of screens. Mind you, number 1, whoever, I forget your name, brother, from Grenada, number 1 from Grenada, you are the man, my dude. I hope you do. I hope you go to college and do well. Number 5 is the man too, but it's just hard for you to be the man when you run against big boys like that, my boy. Them some big boys you were running against. Wasn't nothing you can do about that, bro. Wasn't nothing you can do. But that was my biggest problem, that we didn't play with urgency from the time. Once we got down 16, I felt like the urgency wasn't there. But good game. The score doesn't really show how well we played against them. For them to be that big, man, and be able to run the ball like that, the score doesn't nearly show how well we played them. Because you look at it and you see 23-3, you would think, oh, they dominated them. They didn't dominate us. They didn't dominate us. Few questionable calls from the referees, a few questionable calls, a few bad play calls on our side, a few non-calls by the ref. We should have got a roughing the kicker call that they didn't call that would have gave us great position. But they did call one on us, a roughing the kicker, which he deserved. He smacked the kicker dead in the mouth. But yeah, so that game could have turned out different, man. They didn't dominate us. And that really was what made me proud watching it. The fact that, like, oh, they didn't dominate us real bad. Like, we could win. So I really believe if we lined up against them this coming Friday night, we will win that game. We will win that game. Because towards the end of the game, we started going to some stuff that was like, oh, this could work if we really flushed it out. We move in his pocket. Because the quarterback, he could actually throw on the run. And, like, if you move the pocket out, he was pretty good at that. So, and number one, he was killing for us, number one. Shout out to number 4 for West Jones. That boy the truth, man. Race Allen is, I think, his name. He the truth, man. The truth. So that was 6A ball in Mississippi. For the first ever 7A state championship, it was Oak Grove versus Starkville. My whole problem with this whole weekend, because I watched the games from Thursday to yesterday, which was Saturday. It was a lot of bad refereeing. Referees were bad. It's crazy because my Mason brother has been asking me to, hey, bro, you better get in the refereeing, man. You better come out here. And I've been turning it down. But after this weekend, it made me want to get in the refereeing, man. Because it was some bad refereeing, man. I think Starkville called some bad play calls. I can't remember the actual play calls. But the highlight of my night of watching Starkville versus Oak Grove was number 5 from Starkville, man. He is the truth. They lost that game. Oak Grove won. Oak Grove really pretty much dominated that game. But number 5 is the truth. That boy, I can't wait to see him on the next level. Burnside, that's his last name. I can't think of his first name. But Burnside is his last name. Number 5 for Starkville High School. He is the truth. Wherever he goes on the next level, he is going to make an impact. Because on defense, I think he played. Man, they had him moving around. They had him at safety. They had him at linebacker. They had him at DN. They just were kind of moving him around. He's a killer, bro. He's a killer. And he hits hard. Then they had him playing wide receiver. And then at wide receiver, he's an All-American. I think that's the crazy part. I think he's All-American. I may be wrong, but I heard them doing the broadcast say he's an All-American. They had him matched up against the other All-American from Oak Grove. So it's 2 All-Americans playing. And he kind of was beating the other guy, man. Like everybody because look, Oak Grove is in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, for anybody who don't know, who's watching this. I live in Hattiesburg. So I kind of was around. I watched it with a homie who's from Hattiesburg. And he was big on the guy that was All-American from Oak Grove. But number 5 at times he didn't make him look like an All-American. The boy looked kind of bad once 5 got on him. Like, it was a couple of plays that Starkville quarterback missed with number 5. If he could have got him the ball, but Oak Grove D-line was on his ass. But outside of that was my highlight player from Starkville. But Oak Grove has like 5 guys that's all highlight players. Like, that's all killing. They have the All-American, number 11. He's committed to LSU. PJ, that's his name, PJ. Boy is cold. I give him that. He cold. Both sides of the ball, too. And if I'm looking on the screen, it's looking like, man, he's not that big. But, like, he playing physical ball. He pressing. And if you see number 5 from Starkville, big physical specimen, man. Like, he looks like He looks like a football player, bro. Because, it's some people who play football but don't look like a football player. The number 5 looks like a football player. Number 11 was, for Oak Grove, PJ, he was stout, solid, but he don't look like 5. But he own him. He pressing him. You ain't getting off the line clean. No, you're going to have to make some moves. You're going to have to be physical with me to get past me. So shout out to number 11. PJ, he was killing. Number 6, that's who should have got the MVP for that game, man. Number 6 should have got the MVP for that game. He was the reason that they were doing what they were doing. Because every time he touched the ball, he just effective. He was effective, man. He was effective. They put him at wide receiver, running back, wherever. He was effective. Then number 4 come in, he's sneaky. Number 1 was sneaky. They put him at DB too, and he got torched at DB. But and then number 7, the running back, the starting running back. He isn't elusive, but he's fast and he runs downhill. He my type of football player. I don't like the football player that's doing all this moving and stuff. I want you to run, put your foot down, and go upfield. That's what I want to see. But so you got number 7, but the highlight, this dude, the quarterback for Oak Grove. Woo! Wherever that boy going, I pray they really give him a shot to show his skill. I really pray they give him a shot. It's amazing to see black quarterbacks spinning the ball like that, man. You don't see many black quarterbacks, especially in high school. Not in college and NFL, you'll see them spinning the ball like that. You'll have people like Russell Wilson or the boy C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young or Tua. I don't know if Tua is fully black, but the rule is if you got some black in you, black. But you'll see these quarterbacks on these high levels, they spinning the ball. But in high school, most black quarterbacks are running. No, this boy rarely ran. He probably ran 2-3 times the whole game. He's spinning that ball. They scored in 30 seconds, bro. He just accurate, spinning the ball. He know where to go with the ball. He pre-reads, whatever. I don't know if he was doing pre-reads or the coach was telling him where to go with the ball. I don't know. That's how good he was. It looked like he knew exactly where he was going with the ball before the play developed. I think he's number 9. I forgot his name. Anthony or something. Maddox. Anthony Maddox Jr. I think he's committed to Texas A&M. I pray that Texas A&M gives him a fair shot at winning that job. And I pray he has the drive to actually win that job when he get out there. Because that boy is going places. He's going places. He was spinning the heck out of that ball, man. I mean, just spinning it, bro. It was a sight to see. Now, mind you, I probably was in here hating because I wanted the North to win. I want everything 6-2 to win. But that boy was throwing that ball. He was spinning it. On the other side, I will say this. Number 12, the quarterback from Starkville, I forgot his name. Trey Petty or something like that, I want to say was his name. I think he won Mr. Football in 7A. You didn't play like Mr. Football. I know Oak Grove was putting pressure on him, but he didn't play like it. He didn't play like Mr. Football. Mr. Football would have found a way to win that game. He don't lose to that. He don't lose to Oak Grove. That's my opinion. I could be out on a limb by myself, And then you got a weapon like number 5 out there. I'm gonna find a way to get 5 that ball. I'm finding a way. I'm looking straight at 5 soon as I get this snap, brother. Come on. But anyway, shout out to Oak Grove. They won. 4A ball, of course. Well, 5A. Who played 5A? I want to say West Point and Laurel. West Point and Laurel. Knew West Point was going to win. 3A ball was Winona. Well, 4A was Louisville and Columbia, Mississippi. Knew Louisville gonna win. They really dominating in the state, so I knew they were gonna win. 3A ball was Winona and Knoxville. which is weird because Knoxville is basically 662, but they moved them to the southern region, southern half for school purposes. And Winona dog walked them. Shout out to Winona, which is Montgomery County, which is the county under Grenada, Mississippi. They won. 2A ball was Charleston and Heidelberg. Charleston did their thing. That's north. And then 1A ball, I got on this podcast and said I was rooting for Velma Jackson, thinking Velma Jackson was north ball. They ain't north. They fooled me. I ain't do my good research. I meant to say I was rooting for Biggersville because they 662. And Biggersville won. They beat Velma Jackson. So in all for the state, we stood on business. Huh? We stood on business. Ain't shit they can do with us. In the words of King and T.I., we stood on business and it ain't shit they can do with us. The North have the 662 state. We went 5-2. We lost 2. We lost the 2 most important ones though. That's the bad part. I would have rather lost 1A, 2A, and win 6A, 7A. We lost the important 2. But we'll be back next year. Grenada will be back. We'll be back to make a run next year. I really think that Coach Farrah is building a winning program up there. So we'll be back. We'll be back, man. And I ain't worried. We'll be back. Will we be back to state next year? I don't know. It's up for grabs because we returning a lot of juniors, man. A lot of just sophomores and juniors. So we returning a lot of people. So it's up for grabs. Only people we got to worry about in our division is Sophomore. So we should, we'll see. We'll see. But I think we're building a winning program. 7A up for grabs, man. You never know who's going to be. Because I looked it up the other day. I can't remember who all in 7A ball, but let me look it up. That ain't what I looked up. There we go. So here we go. In 7A ball, it's wild, man. North, we gonna have Oxford, Horn Lake, Starkville, Hernando, Germantown, South Haven, Tupelo, shit, man, DeSoto Central. I don't really know who would stop Oak Grove Rain in 7A up north. Oxford is a really good program. Starkville is gonna always be there too. So that's in Tupelo. We'll keep them. We'll keep them in prayers. But 7A ball, we'll see. But shout out to West Jones. I apologize that I trash talked y'all. My homies hit me up in a message and told me they got the joking on me. It made me a little madder. Made me a little madder. I think my first response was screw West Jones. Screw West Jones and the referees that came in with him. Screw West Jones and the referee that came in with him. But I got to salute them boys. Salute. We'll be back. Grenada 662. Like I said, this podcast wasn't going to be long. But before I leave, I just want to speak on one thing. Man, how you parent a kid like King Harris, man? How you parent that kid? What y'all in my eyes, I don't think that T.I. did nothing wrong. I would have jacked my son up too. I can't, bro. My daddy, I know my dad lived with me from the time I was born to the time he died. At 18 years. 18 years and some months. I can't remember ever bucking up with my daddy. And what's crazy, my daddy, when he died, I probably was 6'2". My dad was probably 5'10". Still didn't buck up at him. Still didn't buck up at him. I think the most buck up I told him was, you ain't gonna talk to my mama like that. But I was probably 17 when I told him that. You're not gonna buck up at my mama like that. But that's just because it needed to be said, and he understood it. When I looking back, he understood it. But as far as telling my dad I stand on business and why you letting them talk to me like that, I ain't never did that. So in my eyes, T.I. did the right thing. Choke him up, choke him out, grab him up, get him right, get him right, get him right. But quick story. This one of the reasons I never bucked up at my dad. It's two stories here. One, I had to be about between 12 and 14. I did something, got in some type of trouble. And when I tell you, this real now, my daddy got a fishing pole and whooped me with a fishing pole. I said, I ain't messing with him no more. He got it. He ain't never got to worry about that. He ain't never got to worry about me saying that. And then before that, early on in life, I had to be 5, 6, between 5 and 7. My dad was in the military, so he fought in the Vietnam War. Retired. He didn't fight long though. He probably did his 4 years in the military, got out or something like that. Got out. I'm between 5 and 7. Shout out to my pops, man. He did the best he could do. I respect him for everything he did in life, especially in my life. Did the best he could do with all his circumstances. He was kind of like my dad a drink. He was like an alcoholic, but he had got drunk one night and snapped into this like military mindset. So he got me in the room like it's a apartment full of folks. We were staying in an apartment at this time. Apartment full of folks. He get me in there and he like snapping in the military. He telling me like get at attention, salute, blah blah blah. And I'm lost. I'm between 5 and 7 years old. I'm lost. I guess I ain't moving or I ain't doing something fast enough. Before I know it, my dad, his left arm didn't work. His shoulder collapsed. So by in his 30s, his shoulder collapsed or something like that. Or in his late 20s, something like that. Shoulder collapsed. So he didn't have like the range of motion with this arm. But if he could grab you and get hold of you with this arm, it was over with. All he needed to do was grab you and you weren't moving. But this right arm, that mug was the one big forearm, shoulder big. Wasn't no big biceps, but it was solid though. That fool hit me, man, right here. Between 5 and 7, he hit me right here. Boom! I went straight down. I remember that. I'm 34 and I still remember this vividly. Boy, I would never run up on him. What I'm running up on him for? What he gonna do to me? What he gonna knock me out? I ain't running up on my daddy, man. So in this T.I. situation, when your son come up to you talking about I stand on business, and you just trying to tell your son, look, man, you embarrassing yourself, man. You embarrassing us. You embarrassing yourself, man. Chill out. And he turn up even more, choke him out. Ain't no gentle parenting. My niece allowed me. The early years of her life wasn't no gentle parenting. It paid off though. Like back then I used to say, man, she get too many whoopings, man. Oh, my niece getting too many whoopings, man. Dang, bro, that's bad. I ain't had to whoop that girl in the last 3-4 years, man. All them whoopings, they added up. They added up, man. They added up because she know better. She know not to try. She may get mad. She may start crying. She may ball up her fist, but she know not to try you, man. Ain't no gentle parenting, man. Y'all people out here be talking about gentle parenting. I ain't gonna whoop my child. I got whooping it then. Bro, I got a lot of whoopings in my life. Ton of whoopings. Paddling, suspended, whoop. Oh man. Best thing that ever happened to me. I'm telling Ben them before, bro. Every whooping I got in the moment, I didn't think I deserved, but looking back, it ain't a whooping that I got that I didn't deserve. I deserved every whooping because I knew better. Whatever I was doing, I knew better. I knew not to be cussing at 13 out in public. And if I got caught, oh well, I knew not to get suspended. I knew not to get rolled up. I knew not to go to get a paddle. I knew not to be stealing. I knew not to do whatever I was doing. I knew not to do it. So I deserved that whooping. I deserved it. I knew not to go to that schoolhouse and act a fool with that teacher. Like my mama wouldn't come to the school and whoop me in front of everybody or take me to the bathroom and whoop me. I knew. So I deserved every whooping, bro. And it's just people when you gentle parent or you wealthy, you don't treat you. I ain't gonna treat my kids how I got raised. You put your kids in a bad situation, man. Y'all out here putting your kids in a bad situation now. Cause now your kid talking about he standing on business and he run up on you, and you got, bro. Think about this. T.I. swung on Floyd Mayweather. You know how crazy you gotta be to swing on Floyd Mayweather? He went 50-0, bro. 50-0, man. You know this dude lethal. He got them hands. T.I. swung on him. So if your daddy would swing on Floyd Mayweather and you got the gumption to try to buck up at your daddy, you crazy. And that means you didn't get enough whoopings and your daddy didn't get to show you who he was back then. I know it. Y'all rich. They don't need to see that side of life. Blah, blah, blah. No, you got to show it to them every now and then just so they know. My sister, my sister, my sister hit a woman so hard she bust her eardrum. You know, you watch some women fight, they be coming like this and fighting all of them. No, my sister fight like a dude, bro. She coming with that thing, man. She coming with it, man. Hook, straight, jab, straight. She coming with all that, bro. Look, hit a woman so hard, bust her eardrum. My niece don't know who that woman is. My niece ain't never had to see that woman in action. But just the thought of my sister whooping her, she know if she'll do that, I hate to see what else she'll do. So sometimes I'm just saying, man, show your kid who you is. So you don't have to show them when they 20, they 25, and now you 40, 45, and you gotta show your kid, like, hey man, I used to whoop ass out here, bro. And I'm finna whoop your ass because you acting like the people who ass I used to whoop. Hey man, look here now. Look here. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. I ain't got a kid. No, I take that back. I got a kid. She ain't my biological. She ain't come out my nutsack. But she my kid. I just took her shopping the other day. Took her out to eat. All type of stuff. Look here. Teach these kids. Don't fuck with me. Teach your kid to know I ain't fucking with my mama, man. I ain't fucking with my daddy, man. They gonna put it on me. Teach your kid, man. Teach your kid. That's all I'm gonna say. That's been another episode of Scatterbrain and Ray Bradford podcast. Appreciate y'all for watching. Like I always say, find your grandmama, find your granddaddy, find your mama, find your daddy, find your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your nephew, your niece, your brother, your sister. Find them, your lover, your bae, your boo, your whatever. Hug on them, tell them you love them. Peace out, y'all. Be safe.